listening to 3 Quirks and a Turk at 89.3 FM.
This is my station.
Action.
It's just insane and I love it.
Entertainment.
Hey guys, it's Selena Gomez.
Hey, this is Ed Sheeran.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift.
Entrepreneurs.
You need to learn this business, and this is the time to do it.
And empowerment.
Become an insider. So you have to know the rules before you get in the game.
It's Friday.
I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday.
YB Moody, shake that booty and tune in to the voice of the continent.
I have our next conversation here is Dr. Amy Luong from 15 Dental, Canley Vale. She's joining us, and I do know that a lot of you also reached out to us saying that you have the fear of going to a dentist. Hopefully, Dr. Amy can help us and reassure our listeners that why they should go and visit Dr. Amy, and also why they need to go and visit the dentist. Dr. Amy, welcome to the 3 Quirks and a Turk.
Thank you, Davey. Thank you for the introduction and coming in on your birthday and also Easter Friday.
Can you believe it? I'm actually working on a Friday and and it's my birthday as well.
Well, I think I've just found someone who's more of a workaholic than I am.
Oh, well, I'm only 29, so I guess I'm still forever young, baby, forever young. So I'm working hard as always. So tell me, you look like you're in pain, like you're walking in here. What happened to you?
I had a foot operation 2 weeks ago. This is the first time that I'm in the chair where someone gets to torture me instead.
I'm not going to torture you today, right? Like, I'm the good cop. The other bad cops, they're not here today. So I'm a good cop, and I'm going to make sure I look after you today, okay? So tell us a bit about your business. I mean, like a lot of people, there's a fear factor when they go and visit a dentist. And can you tell us, why do you think people fear going to see a bloody dentist?
I think a lot of it is to do with the unknown. People have this perception that the tools are much bigger in their head than it actually is. When they turn up, they realize, oh, everything's just actually not as bad as they picture it to be. A lot of it is also social media, like a lot of skits out there. They make fun of us. I mean, it doesn't help. There's a book like, the horror dentist from like whatever the book was, I forgot. There's a lot of horror movies.
But then, I also have fear because when I visit a dentist, I feel like my power and my control is taken over by you, because I'm sitting in this big massive chair, and then the chair tilts down and you have this massive mirror in front of me, and then this massive tools put it into your mouth. So I guess a lot of people that have that fear factor, but you're here today, Amy, to rest assured our listeners that everything's under control, because everyone like yourself, you're highly qualified, you're trained, and you love what you do.
That's right. We try to give people autonomy over their treatment options, and also we take it slow. Okay. A lot of the times people get upset because they're rushed through the process. So we make sure that they've got time to process the whole thing, and if they're not comfortable with it, we can do it another day. There's nothing that we
really. So if someone walks in to see you and they get scared and they're a bit worried, so you say, you know what, it's okay. We'll rebook, come back another day.
I can give you some pain meds and some antibiotics, and let's just take a deep breath, and we'll do this another day.
Okay. So to you, it's not always about the money. To you, it's about patient caring. Is that right?
That's true. We do it because we love what we do, and we want to help people. I think if you're in dentistry for the money, you will burn out pretty quickly. It becomes like kind of empty. So you've got to find what you really love in the job. That's the only way you can keep going for 20-something years.
So you have spent 20 years building trust. You have spent 20 years building trust in the industry. So what's one thing that we can take away from this conversation, that 20 years in industry, what is it that our listeners can take away from our conversation today?
Well, dentistry has advanced a lot, but through it all, it's the human nature. So you can have like fancy gadget boys' toys and all these lasers and scanners.
What kind of boys' toys do you have in a dentist? I'd really like to know.
Well, the latest one is a printer, like 3D printers.
Oh, wow.
So we have some of my friends that actually print their kids' toys.
From that?
Yes, so you can whatever toys like Legos. Or...
Can I print my 3D head in there?
Yes, if you can fit it in the scanner, yes.
Wow.
Yes, you can print yourself.
Gee, that's amazing. So with this 3D printer, is that for you to print out the gum, the teeth, so you can show your clients, or how does that work?
It's to print dental prosthesis, dentures, implant appliances, and crowns and bridges.
I see.
But
I see.
we've taken it and we print toys with it.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. So I guess in many ways, 20 years in the industry is such a long time, right? 20 long time. The industry itself has been around for such a long time as well. Now, how challenging is it for a business owner these days in terms of being in the dentist industry? Because I know that there's a lot out there and there's a lot of competition. So what makes you guys stand out?
So I won't lie, it's hard for small businesses because we are competing with big corporates who have bigger budgets. Like their marketing campaign is so much bigger than ours, we can't compete. But what we do is we just give the dentistry from the heart. And it's what keeps people coming back to our clinic. We're not going to compete with people who's got huge marketing budgets, or they've got 15, 16 clinics. But what we do is, you can ring me, and if I'm not busy, I'll call you back and I'll talk you into out of whatever fears you have about the upcoming operation. My staff is very warm and friendly. When you come in, they have a big smile and they'll greet you. It's very hard these days to walk into a big corporate dental clinic and they actually know your name.
Yeah. I think when it comes down to corporate, they lose that touch, they lose that emotion and connection with their customers, because it's always about the return on investment. So when you go to a lot of small business, I'm a big supporter of local business. I always have been. And I see that when you're dealing with big business, they always seem to forget where they come from. But when you deal with smaller business like yourself, you see that compassion. You see people like yourself in the business for the right reason, not because of the money, but you're in there because you love it and you've been there for 20 years. And I guess that's the difference when you walk in a corporate dentist and a private dentist like yourself. So I say congratulations for that. And I know that the challenges are out there as well. And I do know that in your area, local councils, we are working a lot closer with your local councils to support local business. Are there anything else that we can help local business like yourself?
Well, firstly, to try to support local, because at the moment, that small businesses are doing tough. We've got the fuel problems.
Bloody fuel, the war. Seriously, who needs war, right?
Yeah, I know. And then we've got that has a flow-on effect. People are not aware that now suddenly our anaesthetics are costing more.
Oh, okay.
We have to pay more. And with everything, like the cost of living, people just cannot afford to get their teeth done. So, supporting locals, which is one way you can make sure that your local businesses survive through this. Yeah.
So the strategy on how to support your local, a lot of people relies on digital, but the strategy to support local business is one, to physically get off your backside, drive to your local business and actually go and visit, right? Secondly, when you're actually impressed with the service, make sure you share that online. Hashtag, say, I've been to Amy, I've been to 15 Dental, I love the service. That is another positive way where our listeners can support our local business as well, like yourself. Is that right, Amy?
Correct. I find that when we've done something that upsets people, they will write a 5-page essays on it. But when we do the right thing, and we've done 90%, we've done probably the right thing. Yeah. And it's just once in a while, people are just not happy for some reason. But the good things we've done, it doesn't get broadcast, unfortunately, and the bad thing gets, repeated.
Well, this falls down to your campaign, your marketing campaign, and we'll come back to your sidekick. I know that he helps you a lot as well. He helps you with your business as well. So we'll come back, we'll talk about the marketing strategy and what else we can do to help business like yourself. Folks, you are tuning in to 3 Quirks, 89.3 FM. We have Dr Amy Luong in here from 15 Dental. I know how challenging it is to run a business, but especially a small business out there. And we're here talking to Amy and the challenges of running a business. And we have here Darren. Darren is joining us as well. Darren is helping on the operations side and the business development side of 15 Dental. So Darren, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, and thank you, Davey. So first off, happy birthday to you, because you don't look older than 29.
Thank you, brother. I love you a long time. The truth will set you free, baby. The truth will set you free. So tell us a bit about your role, Darren, because I've noticed you're out and about a fair bit, doing a bit of a business development. How challenging is that?
Yeah, sure. So I am a finance broker, specialised finance broker. So been doing this for a bunch of years. So as part of my role, I do talk to a lot of small business owners and I get to understand what they're doing. And that's not just in one industry or specific job, but in a bunch of different jobs. And I do have a lot of clients that are in the medico space. So it also helps to get ideas and talk to people and hear different stuff. So I hear a lot of this stuff, and sometimes there are ideas that stem from those. And I discuss with Dr. Amy about what options there are. And a lot of the time, I'm probably the one that also has a lot of meetings with different people for her.
So you probably organise a finance application, and you would say, like, would you want a free dental visit as well for that? Or, you know, like, that's a possibility, right?
That could be.
That could be. So tell us a bit about the landscape of supporting local business. I know that a lot of local business out there these days are it's very challenging, especially with the war and oil and all that. And I guess in many ways where you guys are is in the southwest area. And how challenging is that as a business owner as well?
Yeah, look, times are tough, and people don't realise that when you don't have spare money around, that there are certain things that you prioritise your spending, and one of the first things to disappear is your dental health care, etc. And you know, people are always squirmish about the price of things to start with. So little do they know, when they break that down over the long term, if you're thinking about some work and your teeth and what your teeth does for you, it's actually affordable, and it can be. It's just that they're not willing to sacrifice other things.
Your teeth, what I would say to our listeners out there is that your teeth is your business card. You got to clean it, you got to polish it, you got to look good, and baby, you got to smell good too, right?
Yes, that's right.
You know, you got to smell good as well. So that's why you got to visit a dentist often to get it clean. Why are you laughing, Amy? Am I not telling the truth?
No, you are correct.
I'm correct. Thank you. So I guess when people cut back, and is this something that you see a lot in the industry, when times are going tough, they cut back on visiting health professionals like yourself. So the message there is that you cannot do that because you still got to maintain your health, right?
That's correct. So a big thing that happens is people don't realise that one small issue turned into a larger issue, and larger issues can even result into a lot of stuff. So the doctors, a lot of the dentists, they can actually look and they can diagnose things such as if you've got throat cancer, if you've got mouth cancer, if you've got things happening from the throat to the nose. And that's a big factor that people don't realise because they think they go to their GP. But the GP doesn't check inside your mouth and your tongue, and they can't detect certain things. They can sometimes see things like signs of a stroke coming. So there's a lot of these little things that happen, and especially as you get older as well. So that's the big thing, because the older people, they just don't recover, and their body doesn't create the same cells to battle off all of these health issues that goes on.
So go back to Dr. Amy here. You've been building this practice for 20 years, right? And one of the biggest focus here is that you want to build a practice around trust, transparency, and genuine connection. Can you maybe share with us how are you going about building that trust and that transparency and that genuine connection?
So how I started the practice was my personal journey with my mother, who doesn't speak English, and she had a lot of dental health issues. I had to take her from specialist to specialist, and then we had to go get special imaging, which wasn't available at the dentist. We had to go down and sit there for 3 hours, collect the image, go back, and then we were told that they couldn't manage it, so we had to go to another specialist, and I had to take a lot of time off work. So in building 15 Dental, I really wanted somewhere where people like my mum, who doesn't have English as a strong language, could actually go. My staff is all like multilingual; they can speak Vietnamese and English. But also, I bring everything under one roof, Davey. So in our clinic, we have specialists, we have sedationists, we have people in every field. So then we also have all imaging. So then they're not going to need to run around anymore.
So it's one-stop shop, is that right? One-stop shop.
That's correct. All under one shop. That's just one way to put it. Yes.
Yeah, it's one-stop shop.
All under one roof. Yes.
And you're saying that your clinic of a lot of, in many ways, it's like multicultural communities.
Yes.
And with a lot of multicultural communities, I would assume that your clients, a lot of them are very elderly people as well. So empathy is also very important, isn't it right? And yeah.
Not just the elderly, but also the people like disability. Like we just did a case a few weeks ago where this gentleman was 54 years old, and when he was born, he was starved of oxygen, so expectedly quite brain damage. His brother has been running around trying to seek help for him, and we were able to help him by sedating him and making him comfortable and providing him quality of life. That's the most important thing. These people, it's not about like your dazzling white veneers anymore. It's about getting them out of pain and making sure that they enjoy their life.
Correct. And I guess NDS is a very big area for you. So have you thought about looking at NDS? Because there's a lot of clients out there, and NDS is a billion-dollar industry for our government. So that's something I suggest that maybe you should look further into it and provide some other services to cater for the NDS clients.
Unfortunately, NDIS doesn't cover dental health.
At all?
No, I don't know why.
Wow.
But it's just that the only thing we do have...
Can I hold that thought? Hang on. You're telling me NDS does not cover dentists at all?
No.
But yet NDIS covers prostitution.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
You got me blushing now.
No, correct. NDIS clients, right, they will take them for sex services because that's therapy. They pay for that. And you're telling me NDS does not cover dentists. I think that's an issue there. Bill Shorten, my friend, I think that's an issue right there for you. You definitely need to reassess this, because like if that's the case, that you are definitely not doing the right job at all supporting a local business. Because I do know that a lot of NDS providers take their clients to get happy endings. And now you're telling me that you don't support dentists. I think that's so bloody wrong, mate. So bloody wrong. Sorry, Amy.
I didn't know that, David. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, we are not subsidised by the government at all. There are ways we can work around that. We do have, there is a limited Medicare scheme for kids, and you have to be low income, you have to be on a Centrelink benefit, and it's only for kids under the age of 18. There is a hospital voucher system, but it's a long waiting list, like a 5 years waiting list. So can you imagine these people then paying? They don't have the self-esteem to go out and get a job, and yet they have to wait 5 years to get this fixed.
That's ridiculous. So how can we proceed with this and push it so that they can progress this and make it much quicker for the kids?
We, as a group, the dentists have always been trying to petition for some sort of Medicare, like just even in a small way to just help, because you know when you go to your doctors, you've got the Medicare there, but the dentists don't have anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I thought they would do that more quickly than that.
No, so that's actually probably a federal issue, Davey, rather than local or state issue. So it's a bit bigger of an issue.
Medicare is a federal or state? Medicare is a federal. Federal.
And it's pretty low list on their priority list as to what they want to do.
What a shame. Now tell me something else though. Like in terms of running a business, between running a family, running a business and all that. And I do know a lot of small business that juggle everything out there. And I do know that state government and also local government has a lot of incentives and a lot of grants that supports local business. If you have one wish today, Amy, right? If there's one wish today, what is it? What wish would you want our government to do to support local business like yourself?
I wish the government would have more grants for small businesses. I mean, they do have grants for non-profit organizations. They do support a lot of the big businesses, during COVID. I know that a lot of the big businesses got support, but the small business was really struggling. I mean, a lot of my friends end up closing their clinics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. We hope that our government actually listen to this conversation. But also I know with the grant process is a pain in the backside because there's so much layers and layers and layers of information to fill in. And this is the biggest thing that we always mention to our government out there is that once you put a grant application out there, can you please simplify that? Because you need to understand that there's a lot of multicultural communities out there who don't understand the process, and they're going through 20, 30 pages of that. So they need to simplify the grant process to make it easier for the multicultural communities as well. Folks, you are tuning in with 3 Quirks on Turk 89.3 FM. We're here with Dr. Amy. Happy Easter, everybody, and I hope you're all driving home safely. It's definitely Friday. It's the weather is raining, and to all those who are going to church and spending time with your family, all the best for this weekend. Make sure that you drive safely and definitely staying out of trouble. I have here Dr. Amy in the studio with us, and also Darren. Both of these are entrepreneurs, but also local business owners. And a message we want to get out there to our listeners out there that please make sure that you support your local business, and also important to be able to visit your local business, but share your visit, a positive visit on social media, so that way people can see, and that is a perfect way for you to support and recommend our local business as well. Now, a lot of people do ask the questions that do dentists recommend unnecessary treatment to make more mullah, baby mullah? So let's get Dr. Amy, can you please clarify that for us and our listeners? Do dentists recommend unnecessary treatment to make more mullah?
Definitely not. That is a perception that patients have of us, that we're all driving around in Porsche.
Don't you?
For the
You
records,
just rocked up here in your Porsche.
Toyota Corolla, 2013 model.
Toyotas are good cars, though. I love Toyotas.
Yes, very hardy cars.
Yeah.
No, I'm not driving a Porsche, and we're not all living in mansion. We recommend what is best for our patient.
Yeah.
And we do that because we also take a oath when we graduate to do no harm and do what's in the best interest. We're like doctors. We have a duty to put the patients first. And we actually have 10 rules of the dental board, one of which means that we don't do treatment that is unnecessary.
Okay. I wish our politicians can also take that oath. So when you're sworn in, you look after your constituents and you look after the community and you look after the small business. Now, that's definitely another message I want to send out there to our politicians out there. Make sure you're there for the right reason. Make sure you're there to support the local business, not just the corporate as well. So let's get to know Dr. Amy. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Friday. We want to share your story so people get to know you and Darren as well. So the first question is, what kind of food do you like, Dr. Amy?
I love street food.
Street food?
Sometimes it doesn't love me back.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
you can get tummy ache from street food, but I do love street food. Like,
Yeah. What kind? Ice creams, chocolate,
oh
McDonald's?
no, I'm lactose intolerant. Typical Asian. I
Typical
can't
Asian,
have
yeah.
anything cream ice cream. But I like when I go to a country.
Yeah.
I like their street food because it
Okay.
reflects the culture.
True.
You know.
And your favorite color?
I don't actually have a favorite color, but I say always red looks really good
Red
on
looks
me.
good.
Yeah.
Red looks good and sexy.
Yes.
Okay.
Fire, passion.
That's correct. That's correct. What about your favorite car? What kind of car do you actually like to drive?
As opposed to like my dream car or what I can afford.
Or your dream car?
I don't know. I always wanted to get a Lexus.
Lexus?
Yeah, probably that would be the next upgrade.
The two-door sports one?
Yes, but you know, lately with the petrol thing, I'm thinking of getting like...
No, don't think about it. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. It's the wrong conversation to have, all right? Just go with a petrol or hydrogen car.
Or maybe we set in the middle hybrid.
Yeah.
We just get a hybrid.
Look, I'll give you my Lexus to drive for a few days and you realise how good it is. So that way you will buy a petrol car. Now, Darren, what's your favourite colour, my friend?
I would say blue.
Blue. And your favourite food?
Oh, I love all food.
All food. All food.
Desserts are always good.
Yes.
But yeah, I love all food.
And your favourite car?
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
Oh, I like cars. I don't know. I've always had a thing for something with the Lamborghini. Like those type of doors.
Yeah,
That's probably
yeah.
something.
Your favourite music?
It would be R&B.
R&B. It's interesting. So what if I asked you if you were to marry a cartoon character? Who would it be and why, Darren?
A cartoon character.
Yeah.
Someone
look
who,
at Amy just looking at you. Be careful what you answer to this because you're going to get a belting when you get out of this. So be careful how you answer this, all right?
well, I won't say Japanese anime or anything like that.
I love Japanese anime.
Someone like someone who'll protect me, Wonder Woman or something like that.
Wonder Woman? Yeah, Wonder Woman. Well, okay, Amy, what about you? I've noticed you gave Darren a filthy stare, right? So let's ask you a question. If you had to marry a cartoon character, who would it be and why?
Oh my God, I can't remember the last time I watched any cartoons or any anime.
Yeah, any superhero, anything you can remember?
Well, can I say when I was a teen, I probably liked Superman.
Superman?
That costume leaves very little to the imagination.
Oh, I bet. Darren, this is your wish come true now, brother. I'm doing you a favour. So go and buy yourself a Superman costume because the weekend is yours, brother. All right? She can't run from you. You remember that? Now, if I can grant you one wish today, Amy, right? If I can think of this, if I can grant you one wish today, what will it be and why?
Well, it sounds like cliche, but I just want end to all war. War sucks. Like, you can see it. Like, it's not only people dying, but I'm a product of the war, Vietnam War, and I just hate to see what's going on. And it's really having effect on everyone. Like, to see people not be able to afford food and petrol. Yeah.
So you definitely pray for world peace.
Please.
Yes, Darren. If I can grant you one wish, my friend, today, what will it be and why?
More wishes?
One wish is for you, mate. Wow. You already got the other wish come true because she can't run from you. Go and buy a Superman outfit. She's all yours for the weekend. This is another wish.
Well, world peace would be a big thing. Otherwise, it'd be more love and happiness.
Love that.
I think everybody deserves to smile and be happy. No matter their situation, happiness for everybody.
Yeah. And I think sometimes you don't realise that, like for me, for instance, when I meet people, I always smile and be happy because you don't know what people are going through in their life. And that's the first thing is when you meet someone, you smile, you shake their hand. It might not be much, but for someone out there, that's a lot. So I love that message, guys. And look, can I say thank you so much for being here and sharing your stories. I wish both of you the success in business. And like I say, karma will comes around all the time. So I wish you guys the best of luck and happy Easter and take care of yourself. And I'll see you both around.
Thanks so much, Davey. Right. Happy birthday again.
Yeah, and next year you're going to turn 30. You're going to go back to 29.
Excuse me, I've been nice to you for the last half an hour. Don't you go there, Amy. All right? You're tuning in to 3 Quirks at 89.3 FM. James, what did we learn today from our conversation? It was a very interesting conversation today, wasn't it?
Yes, it was actually.
Yeah. What was the best part of the conversation today that you loved the most?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of information that we received that was quite a shock, actually.
Well, at the end of the day, we have to, the takeaway is that we need to support more local business, right?
Yes,
and this is something that I feel a lot of people talk about it, but they don't do it. So our message to our listeners out there, that please make sure you get off your backside, jump in the car, you go to your local shop, and then you shop. You shop, and at least that way, that's how you support our local business. So, James, what's your plan for this weekend? It's Easter, mate. Are you doing anything exciting?
Yeah, getting together with the family.
Yeah, nice.
Singing a bit of karaoke.
Your bloody karaoke, mate. You love your karaoke, don't you, eh?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. You love your karaoke, but you know what? To our listeners out there, it's definitely Easter. So make sure that you take care of yourself, look after each other, be kind to each other as well, and that's very important. And make sure that you stay out of trouble and do not drink and drive.
Double demerits.
And double demerits. Thank you, James, for your reminder, my friend. All right, take care, everybody, and we'll catch up with you same time, same place next week.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.